If I can take him on the outside. Yes, we've only gone and done it, ladies and gentlemen. That wasn't half bad. Hey going everyone, Nick here, and we are in Assetto Corsa Competizione. You have to say it with the Italian flair, of course, otherwise it's not legit. And the reason we're in this game, one, it's a good game, and two, if you've watched some of my recent videos, you will have known that we first played Automobilista 2, where we tried out the Porsche 911 GT3 R, and then we also played rFactor 2, where I drove the same car. Now I wanted to see if I could draw a little bit of a comparison between these three games and see which one does that car, and maybe we can draw a little bit of a conclusion about GT cars and see which one does it the best. Now, Assetto Corsa Competizione is fully focused in GT racing, so you would expect that it might do it the best, but we don't know, we'll see. I have played a fair bit of ACC. I do quite like it. I think the sound is fantastic. The track options and the selections and the DLC are really good as well. It does leave a little bit to be desired in the AI section though. I find that they're quite boring, if anything at times, and sometimes can just be randomly aggressive for no reason. But look, we're going to get stuck in. We are of course driving the Porsche today, and we're going to do 15 minutes around the Nurburgring. So let's see how it goes. Don't hold your breath. I've not played this for a while, so I might be a bit rusty, but let's just get stuck in and see what happens. Okay, so we're starting in 19th position today, right towards the back of the pack out of 21 cars. See how we go. We're starting off rolling start off the final turn, so we'll make our way through the chicane. Hopefully we don't bin it here in the little formation bit at the start. That would be embarrassing. What I am worried about though is turn one here, because it is such a tight hairpin turn. I feel like either me or the AI are both going to bottle it, and it's just going to be a massive pile up. But we'll see what happens and just hope for the best. Maybe it's wise to hang back a little bit here at the start. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I don't want to be too aggressive. Give them a little bit of a love tap on the back. Oh, the AI is crawling. They don't know what to do around here. Come on. Alright, well, we'll just take that position then. Thanks, mate. If you're going to be that slow, I haven't got time for you. Now, I have got the AI in this set to 90, I believe. We've already got light damage. Excellent. That's probably a little bit of my own fault, so I'm not really paying attention. But we have got the AI set at 90 and the aggressiveness at 80, I think. You'd think I'd check these things before I start recording videos, but I'm not that organised apparently. We've got 15 minutes around here, which isn't very long. But it's long enough, I think, to get the point across. And so far the AI back there was quite slow and braked a bit too early for my liking. Through the Schumacher S, don't bin it there, that would be embarrassing. And what is immediately noticeable to me about this game is, oh no! Okay, is not the fact that I was about to, or did, run into the back of an Aston Martin, but coming from rFactor 2, where the force feedback is so detailed, I feel like there's a fair lack of fidelity here. That's not to say it's bad, that's just to say it's a bit jarring going from rFactor 2 to this, because there is definitely far less that you can feel through the wheel. But on the plus side versus rFactor 2, it did only take about 15 seconds to load into the race. So that was definitely a nice little... Oh god. Take it easy, Nick. Relax. It's early days in the race still. That was definitely nice to have, nice and, you know, get into a race nice and quickly, so that's always a bonus, and that's how it should be. Now, ACC, built on the Unreal Engine, and it's a little bit unoptimized, if that's a word to put it. I think most people say performance is iffy at best in this. I'm currently getting about 70 FPS at 1440p, most things on high. And, you know, while this game does have VR, I don't think I'd try it, because I think I'd either have to run it at like base level settings, like a potato, or it would just be a lag fest and I'd probably throw up while driving, which you don't want to have, of course. It is a good looking game though, I have to say. It's definitely got more detail than rFactor 2. Very similar, I think, in visuals to AMS2. And it does have some weather effects as well, which I have seen that look quite good as well. Probably not quite as good as AMS2. Not as spectacular, at least. I think maybe AMS2 does it for some of the novel factor of the weather. But you know, it gets the job done in this for sure. Now down to the car. How does it feel compared to the others? Well, as I said before, it's a little bit hard to make a comparison when you don't have the same force feedback as you do in the other games. I think this is a lot more similar to AMS2 out of the three. rFactor 2 is in a bit of a league of its own when it comes to car feel. Don't do it, Nick! Oh my god. Oh, I've still done it. Oh, it was my... I really have to work on my braking, I think. It's becoming quite evident in my videos as of late. It maybe put the AI up even further, but I'm a bit wary of that sometimes because I don't want to just get absolutely like destroyed. And the AI in this ramps up quite quickly. So, you know, you jump from like 90 to 95, for example, and then it's just almost impossible. Well, for me at least. But I need to keep challenging myself, so I need to keep pushing it up, and I need to keep trying to get better. So the only answer to that dilemma is practice. That's what we're all about here. You know, this is still early days in my sim racing life. Still got lots to go, lots to learn. Got to remember to shift gears as well. There's yet another video where I didn't shift gears properly. Excellent. On form. I reckon we can have this Audi though. He's not too fast.
Car on the right.
Oh, he doesn't want to give it up though. But he did anyway, so too bad. I quite like the Nurburgring GP circuit. I reckon it's great. And it's probably my favourite circuit in this game after Spa. Because I think the version of Spa that's in this is also excellent as well. Alright. Cars are quite bunched up here still.
Clear on the right.
Up front. We're in 5th position. We've got 4th, 3rd and 2nd right here. I don't know where 1st is. Oh, just around the corner. Not too far. We'll probably be able to catch him. But we'll see. Oh god, they're so slow! Hurry up, McLaren! We haven't got time for your shenanigans. Yeah, look, I really need to put the AI up in this once again.
Car on the right.
If I can take him on the outside. Yes, we've only gone and done it, ladies and gentlemen. That wasn't half bad. Oh, a bit late on the brakes.
Car on the right.
And I do one good thing and I ruin it immediately.
At halfway mark, still a way to
But he didn't have the balls to come back and overtake. Halfway through the race. Progress so far so good. We are obviously too good for this level of AI, so I'm going to work on that in the next video that we do here. I'm going to definitely bump it up. Well, you know, let's wait and see if we can actually catch the guy in P1 first. But we did start in P19 and now we're P4, so I think that even says enough. See if we can get this Ferrari. We may be able to get some slipstream, I don't know.
car on the left.
Just brake later than he does, that's the way to do it.
Clear on the left.
Nice. Alright, 2 cars in front to catch. This Merc, I don't think is going to be too much of a problem once again. Now, listening to all 3 games, rFactor 2, AMS2, and this, I think in all honesty, now it's a bit hard to say, but I'm going to say something and people might call it controversial. rFactor 2 has the worst sound. AMS2 has the next best sound.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
And then this is the best.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I think they've really put a heck of a lot of effort into the audio in this game. Given that it's also very, you know, focused on one type of car, or at least the GT cars. I think they can put a lot more effort into the specific vehicles and the sounds and things like that. I think that makes a big difference. Let's just listen to the car for a bit here. Yeah, it's nice. It's absolutely nice.
Lovely. Fastest lap of the race.
I actually stopped playing ACC for a time. I used to play it, you know, a fair bit, and then that was back when I was only using a Formula style rim for GT racing, which is just a little bit too small. It kind of annoyed me a bit, and I didn't like using the Fanatec Porsche 918 RSR circular rim that I've got either. Didn't quite feel right to me to use that. So I was so happy when Fanatec announced that they were bringing back the McLaren GT3 rim with the V2. And definitely I pounced on that as soon as I could, because I think they're still sold out for the next couple of months at least. So very lucky to have one of these. Such a good rim. If you can get your hands on one, I'd highly recommend it. It makes driving these cars so much nicer. And also I find that it actually makes them a little bit easier to drive as well. At least coming from a Formula rim. Alright, we've got 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. Well, a bit late on the brakes here. We might have stuffed that up. 3 minutes left on the race, and the guy in front is still a fair bit ahead. I don't know if we're going to catch him. I am a little bit dodgy on some of my lines through here, but we'll do our best. We'll see what happens. That was a bit of fun going through there. So overall, between these three games, I think they all have something different to offer. I think AMS2 is the best visual experience, with also some very solid driving mechanics. It just needs to build up a bit more on the cars that it has on offer, because it doesn't focus on anything in particular. I think there's a bit, to be desired in some of the cars. The Porsche, though, fantastic to drive in that. Just as good as in this, I think. rFactor 2, hands down the best driving experience in terms of the feel and the force feedback. There's just no question or shadow of doubt about that. It is the best. Obviously, you have to get past all the UI issues and the loading times. But once you're in the car, you can't beat it. Graphically, it's not the best though. And then you got this, which has its issues with frame rate and things like that. Obviously that's alleviated with better hardware, but not everyone's made of money, so you can't always just upgrade things to meet one specific game. This has some good content, really refined content, good options, good tracks, good versions of tracks. And it's regularly, or at least fairly often, on sale as well. So I think ACC is definitely worth picking up if you don't have it already. And it's come a long way since it first came out. I think a lot of people were a little bit disappointed in it when it came out. But since a lot of updates and the DLC for GT4 especially, that was a great DLC pack. And the most recent British GT circuit pack. It's got some very good content. I mean, of course, you've got to pay for it, but if you're okay with that, then I think it's a good buy. Also, out of all three of those games, ACC, while still not great, has the best online presence as well. Has the competition server where you can do some competition races. And then it has, especially if you're in Europe, not so good for me in Australia, of course, because nothing is, because we're so bloody far away from everyone. It has a fair few servers, especially that are just running on the regular server browsers. So if you're in Europe, you're in luck for this. And maybe America as well. We're on the final lap. I don't think we're going to catch this guy in front of us. I just don't think we've got the pace. And if I start to push like that, I start to run wide, so let's not do dumb things like that. I didn't even know what it is in front of us. Oh, lost the apex a bit there. Not good, Nick, come on. Oh no, now we're making mistakes on the final lap. So typical of me. Oh, but probably didn't need to go to second gear. Alright. I find that the AI, once they get into a groove after the first part of the race, just never does anything to each other. They just never get in incidents with each other. It's just like a train that goes around. I don't know why that is. Like this guy in front here, yeah, he's probably the highest skilled AI in the pack. But at the same time, I don't think he's made a single mistake. I think they need some more variance there. But hey, we did it. Excellent job, you hear that? Excellent job against my low-level AI. Mad skills. Alright. Let's pull her over. And we're done. Okay, so that was 15 minutes around the Nurburgring. You can see on the state of my car there that in the start I was a bit dodgy. The AI was a bit dodgy. My car is ruined. Scuffed to hell. But it was a lot of fun. It's a good game. As I said before, it's got a lot of content. If you're willing to pay for the DLC, don't forget that it's not free. But even the content that you do get just for the game is still really good, really high quality. If you really enjoy GT racing, then there's no question about it. You got to have this game, and I think a lot of people already do, given it's been around for so long. But if you haven't given it a go, or you haven't been willing to try it, I think you definitely should, especially if you can get it on sale. And look, and compared to the other two, I think given that this is so focused on GT3 cars, there are some things that could have done better. I think it doesn't quite have the same feel as something like rFactor 2. Even at times, AMS2 felt like a little bit more attached to the car. But overall, the quality of the content is there, the gameplay is there. The other features that you get as well, the fact that you have ratings on your safety rating and track competency and things like that. Those are all little nice things to have, so it is a good package deal. We're definitely going to be driving more in this. I think I want to try some of the other cars out again. It has been a while since I've played this game, so there's probably a lot more that I can have a go at. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy that I've tried all these 3 games. It's been a real eye-opener, especially this early in my sim racing life, to try these things out and see what they're all about and get some feedback from you guys as to what I should try in each one. So please keep it up. I have got a heck of a lot of comments from you guys saying all the different car and track combinations I should try in AMS2 and rFactor 2 and things like that. But we're going to be back in the next episode doing something different. So definitely hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you know when the next video is out. And give me a like if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, a dislike is fine as well. And some constructive feedback is always welcome, of course. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. And until the next video, I'll catch you later. So see you later. Bye.